Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us to discuss the 2026 Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. We're joined today by Joey Dennewitz, Managing Director of NASCAR Regional, and Justin Swilling, the project lead for the Cookout Clash. We'll start with Joey. Joey, can you walk through how the Cookout Clash returned to Bowman Gray Stadium to start the 2026 NASCAR season?
Sure, Brett. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here today. I think last year everybody had a good time at the Clash, so we're going to run it back. Coming off of 2025's Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray, we felt the overwhelming support across the state of North Carolina, 43 other states, and 3 countries to bring the NASCAR Cup Series back to NASCAR's longest running Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series track, Bowman Gray Stadium. February, we sold out of tickets, parking, hospitality, merch, hot dogs, Bush Light, all the things. So, in talking to the city of Winston-Salem, Mayor Joins and City Council, the fine folks from Cookout, the guy who won the Bobby Allison Memorial Trophy, Chase Elliott, and of course the fans, it was an overwhelming yes when we were asked, well, should we bring the Cookout Clash back to the Madhouse? So excited to do it again. Our operations team worked really hard last year to bring the first NASCAR Cup Series event back in over 50 years to the Madhouse. And it shined a light on short track racing, not just the city of Winston-Salem and NASCAR Cup Series, but also great short tracks around the country. So speaking of lights, obviously we invested in the facility at Bowman Gray Stadium with updated infrastructure like LED Musco lighting, and we're excited to run it back.
Thanks, Joey. Well, Justin, can you share a little bit about year two of the Cookout Clash at Bowman
Yeah,
Gray Stadium, and what it means to have Cookout return as the entitlement partner?
absolutely, Brent. Great to be with everybody this morning, and Joey kicked us off really well. Super excited to be with you all today as we announce the return of the Cookout Clash to Bowman Gray Stadium in 2026, February 31st and February 1st. We're proud to welcome Cookout back as the entitlement partner for the Clash, being headquartered in North Carolina. They're a natural fit, and they've been an incredible partner to both NASCAR from a sanctioning body standpoint, as well as with our track properties from Richmond to Darlington to Martinsville, and Bowman Gray and the Madhouse is a perfect fit for their brand. So couldn't be more excited to have them back in 2026. You know, from an operational lens, Joey summed it up really well. The 2025 Cookout Clash was a massive success. And we wanted the opportunity to run it back in 2026. It's not going to take a lot to really send this event over the top. The fans showed up last year and showed out last year, and with a little bit of fine tuning, we really think that we can deliver another incredible event weekend for all of those that come out. And again, all of that's thanks to the community of Winston-Salem, and the city of Winston-Salem, all of the public officials, the Winston-Salem State University, which is a partner of the city, as well as NASCAR, Bowman Gray Stadium. All of that's thanks to great partnerships in the community. We've got to do something for the fans. We've got to do something for the competitors. We've got to do something for our partners. And 2025 delivered on that. We can't wait to see what 2026 holds. Opportunities to come to the event are going to be super limited. The Madhouse is a small, intimate, and electric venue. That's why we all want to come, but we don't have a lot of room. So I would encourage all the fans that came out last year, be sure to renew your tickets. And for the fans who act early this morning, there's a small chance you may get an opportunity to come in 26 if you didn't come in 25. So really excited for what's to come.
Thanks, Justin. We'll now go to media for questions. If you have a question, please click the raise your hand button. When I call your name, please unmute yourself and share your name and affiliation before asking the question. We'll open it up first with Bob Pockrass.
Bob Parker's Fox Sports for, I guess, I'm not sure who it goes. What changes potentially either in facility or track or anything would you expect for this round of the Clash?
Yeah, I'll take it. Hey, Bob. Good to see you. Not much. We invested a fair amount into the facility last year to bring it National Series ready. So you'll see a little bit of tweaking here and there, especially around our fan experience. But other than that, that's we want to keep it the same. We want to run it back the same way.
And can you, there's these talks with the city potentially committing to a national event. It sounds like once or every year. What types of events do you envision at Bowman Gray going forward?
Yeah, as the weekend sold out on both Saturday and Sunday of last year, NASCAR fans love Bowman Gray Stadium, and we look forward to continuing to run events there at the future. Like I said earlier, we invested all of that to bring it National Series ready, and we have a long-term lease there for weekly series racing. So we'll continue to work closely with the city of Winston-Salem as we kind of develop our schedule.
We'll go to Jordan Bianchi next.
Hey guys, appreciate the time. Bob kind of stole both my questions, so I'm gonna pivot in a different direction. When you looked and examined whether to go back to Bowman Gray next year, and you had communication with the teams, were the teams universally on board with this? Did they look at this and say this was a slam dunk?
I can take that. I'm happy to take that one, Joey. I mean, I think from our standpoint, it was a resounding success in 2025 from all sides, from a competitor standpoint, from a fan standpoint, and with our partners. Everybody showed up in 2025 and they understood the assignment and they understood why we were there at Bowman Gray Stadium. And that was to shine a national spotlight on what that place means to our sport and hopefully what it always will mean to our sport. And everybody showed up and showed out. And I think that when you talk to competitors, when you talk to race teams, when you talk to the fans and the partners, just to see how electric that place was on Sunday night when we dropped the green flag, it was hard to look at it and be like, man, we got to, we can't do this again. We have to do this again, right? It makes too much sense.
And from those conversations with teams or anything, is there anything logistically or anything or even operationally that you guys have to do differently? Or is it just kind of what worked last year or this year, I guess, is going to work in 2026?
Yeah, certainly nothing's a rinse and repeat. While we have a good blueprint for everything based off 2025, we're open to discussions with the competitors and the race teams on everything from the format to hauler load in to parking to how the garage area is laid out. I think what's going to give us the best chance now to make 2026 an even better event for the fans in the stands is that we've done this now once, and now we have a blueprint to build from. Whereas last year, you guys all heard me talk about, we were definitely building the plane as we flew it. We're grateful for how everything worked out, and that's all thanks to our incredible team here at NASCAR and the industry for really leaning in. But yeah, that's the plan.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We'll go to Jeff Gluck next.
For Joey, what range of National Series events could possibly be there? Is it open to anything? I mean, I know Bob kind of asked you this. You didn't really want to get into specifics necessarily, but like, could we see a Truck Series standalone? Could we see the All-Star race instead of the Clash? Like, what is your vision for what this could all cover with the arrangement you have with them?
The Madhouse is a special place, and the Clash proved that National Series racing can be done there, and all types of NASCAR Series racing can be done there. So anything can happen, Jeff, and that's the beauty of the NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and Truck Series schedules.
Are you limited? Obviously for an exhibition it works. For Cup to not have pit stalls and stuff, but like for the Truck Series or Xfinity Series, if you wanted to bring something there, would logistically, is that something you'd have to figure out or work through? How would that go?
Well, if you've been to Bowman Gray, logistically you have to figure everything out. So again, man, this is exciting because that place has now opened up a spot on any of those schedules, any of our NASCAR schedules, and that's the exciting part. We'll continue to host many forms of events there at Bowman Gray, and we'll continue to work with the city of Winston-Salem as we develop our schedule.
Thank you.
We'll go to Deb Williams next.
Thank you for your time, Deb Williams with Auto Week. There had been so many discussions about the Busch or the Clash would be the ideal exhibition race to move outside the country to foreign markets. Was that ever a part of a serious discussion, or were you ever concerned that that might move from Bowman Gray, even though it was so successful last year?
Yeah, that's more of a Ben Kennedy question and not a Joey Dennewitz question. He's the keeper of the schedules. My focus is on Bowman Gray and making sure that we can get the place packed out over and over again. So you'd have to ask Mr. Kennedy.
Okay, thank you.
We'll go to Claire B. Lang next.
Thank you. For either one of you, what's the yin yang between a big location like getting the attention in LA versus this area that the fans loved and supported? It's classic racing, but you're not going to get the bang of being in LA or a big market, which one day maybe they will go to, but it's just the greatest racetrack.
That's up to our scheduling committee and Ben Kennedy. Again, that's their charge. And I think, through LA and Chicago and now Bowman Gray, we've proven that we can take this show just about anywhere. So it really opens up a lot of cool opportunities and excitement. But the Madhouse is a special brand. It's special to NASCAR. It's special to the community of NASCAR. And it went really great in 2025. So we're going to do it again in 2026.
So when you talk about going back to a location and tweaking or whatever, are there kind of money savings for the fact that you know how to do it, you have some things already figured out, and you go back and it's not as costly the second time around?
Well, certainly the investment of capital improvements goes away because you've already done most of it. There's always things that you want to improve, whether it be fan experience items or logistical situations that make it a little bit easier. Again, if you've been there, you're really cramming a lot of people into a tight little space. So most of that can be taken care of in year one, but year two, you still have to operate the event and put on a good show.
Thank you.
And Joey, if I could add to that too, I think wherever we find efficiencies, we're going to reinvest to create more opportunity for the fan and for the competitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to continue to see this venue and this event flourish.
Thank you.
We'll go to Chris Collum.
Hey, thank you guys both for taking a little bit of time to talk about this here. My first question is probably a little more for Joey. In what ways can you measure the amount of fan activation that you get in things like the NASCAR Weekly Series and other regional projects from having the Clash and all of its attention and hype at somewhere like Bowman Gray?
ROI is an interesting thing. It means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. One of the things that I was taken aback by was how between the Clash and kind of the beginning of Daytona 500 Speed Week, you heard they should take the Clash to this short track or that short track or this short track or that short track. And that debate and those ideas, and that's what I think was probably my biggest ROI signifier when I said, hey, the goal of this is to shine a spotlight on Bowman Gray, the city of Winston-Salem, and the special brand and magic that the Madhouse has. But then I had no idea that it would spark this massive debate on where to go and what to do next. Mm-hmm. And that's fun. That's a good time for all of us in the NASCAR community to see what other opportunities there are out there.
And then one a little more tailored toward Justin. How do you assess the value in whether you move an event like the Clash around the country, no matter where the location, whether it's somewhere like Bowman Gray or somewhere like the LA Coliseum, something that's being done like with the finale, versus building tradition and building some location identity by keeping it in one market for several years in a row?
Well, I think it's all about balance, right? And I think it's all about continuing to attract new, young, diverse, dynamic fans and going to places where we may not have previously been. And then I think it's also about, being in markets that have been good to NASCAR and been good to stock car racing and motorsports as a whole, and also continuing to educate casual or new fans on those markets, and what venues like the Madhouse and Bowman Gray Stadium mean to us, right? And I fully trust and confide in Ben Kennedy and his leadership on the evolution of the schedule and what that committee does each year to determine if it makes sense to return to a location or move a race weekend to a different time of the year or to explore a new market. I confide in them and trust in them that they're weighing all the options and doing a good job with that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And quick reminder, if you have any questions, please click the raise your hand button and we'll call on you. We'll go to Roy Akers.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Gentlemen, Roy Akers, Skyview Sports. Based upon, it looks like you've settled on the Beast as your kind of your track motto. Have you done any fan engagement surveys with the people that came in 2025 for improvements or things that they would like to see? And you guys are tweaking it, can hardly wait to roll that out so that you make an awesome event even better.
Yeah, I think from our standpoint, we sent out a fan survey to all of those who attended the 2025 Cookout Clash and got an overwhelmingly positive response. Certainly, there were areas of opportunity or improvement or things that folks would have liked to have seen on site or had a better experience with. And you can guarantee that in 2026, those are key areas of opportunity that we're going to look to identify to make bigger and better at the Madhouse for the 2026 Cookout Clash.
All right. Well, thank you for taking my question.
Sure thing.
Well, if no final questions, Joey and Justin, thank you for your time today. And thanks for all the hard work you and your teams have both put into the Cookout Clash and the Bowman Gray over the past 2 years. And to our media, thank you for joining us today and for your continued coverage of our sport. We look forward to seeing most of you at Sonoma Raceway this weekend. Have a safe trip out west. Thank you.
Thank you all.